Drew, I have to say, as we are closing up 2021, you have been a great inspiration for me being able to speak with you throughout this time because as things have slowly started getting better and better, you have always stayed on a positive note, even with the accident that happened with you, even knowing that you couldn't be out there touring and being out there with fans and giving back through your music, you always found a way to do it. You always found a great way to be inspiring, and more importantly, just giving people that moment of enjoyment through who you are and through your music. So I got to say thank you so much from myself and the fans out there.
Les, thank you, brother. I really appreciate that. It's been a little bit of a struggle, but we got to stay positive and just keep things rolling, my friend. So I really appreciate that.
And one of those things is, of course, and I don't know if this is the first time you've done it or not. We've got a new holiday Christmas single from you.
Yeah.
Congratulations. And congratulations. Great tree behind you, my friend.
Oh, thank you. I got to give a shout out to my daughter and my girlfriend and her daughter. And yeah, man, they're starting these decorations.
You can see that is truly a tree of love. That's the way.
Yeah.
That's why it looks so damn good. But it would go so good, like I said, new holiday single. What's the Christmas song, man?
A Winter Miracle. This is my first original Christmas song. I've done some remakes. I've done Donny Hathaway's This Christmas. But this wasn't really planned. Like I've mentioned to you before, I've worked with the kids from Star School Academy. And so they were kind of affiliated. Jana, that works with the school, she's affiliated with, she's actually the creative director of the
Yes.
Nutcracker Immersive.
And very talented, too.
Yes. So when she contacted me and she was like, Drew, we have this poem from the actual show. Do you think you can change it into a song? So I was like, that was new for me too. I'm like, okay, this is kind of cool. And she's like, it's going to air at the end of the show around the world because they're going to be doing the Immersive Nutcracker worldwide. So I was like, yo, this is kind of cool. So when Richard Azonian, which is the writer of the poem, well-known theater and playwright, yeah, he wrote this amazing poem, and literally it took me in Hollywood, my producer, Steve Durego, maybe 20 minutes before the poem just turned into a song. We recorded it. I brought on Katie Pavavor, who is a alumni, a graduate of Star School Academy. So it was all within the family, and she's a beautiful vocalist, and it just all came together, man. So yeah, A Winter Miracle out now, stream it, videos out. Yes, sir.
So, what is lyrically, what is the song about?
It's about a girl and just her excitement about Christmas, the magic of Christmas. It's about her just watching the lights gleam on the Christmas tree. The magical, beautiful snowflakes as they just fall, like the simple things that we would notice as kids. You know what I mean? So it kind of brought me back to my childhood. I mean, I have my little daughter, and I'm kind of living through her now. So the poem kind of made me think of her also, because it's about a little girl who's just so fascinated with all the lights and the snowflakes and the Christmas trees and the ornaments and everything. So she's just kind of taken by watching the ornaments gleam and everything, and just the magic of Christmas.
One of the things I always ask somebody who writes a Christmas song, and even though you already had really the words there, but of course, you had to jig it a little bit. How difficult is it to make sure that you have an original that doesn't follow classics that we all know the words to from beginning to end to help create, hopefully, a new classic?
Right. You know what? I didn't think about it. If for me, if I think about it too much and I do too much research and, oh, is there a song like this? And it's going to take me off of just the natural course of what I want to do. So I didn't think about it at all. I read the first couple lines in the song. Just a little snowflake, just a little light, just a little magic on a winter night. Like I literally read those words and sang that melody as I was reading it. That's how it just came naturally. And it was just, Richard Azonian, man, he's an amazing poem writer, and us working together just came up with a masterpiece. So
Consider that song another one of your children, my friend. How is this going to feel now when you think about this, okay? Because you've written many songs, you've given us great music, but this is something different. This is
Yes,
special, really special.
thank you.
Because as we come up to Christmas, there's going to be
Mhm.
families who are going to be playing, Hathaway. They're going to
Yep.
be playing, the Temptations. They're going to be playing the Jackson Five.
Jackson
Okay,
5, yeah.
yeah, you know, and in that mix of those groups and artists and their renditions of songs, somebody's going to be playing your song with the
Yes.
family as they
Okay.
open up the gifts, as they are huddled around having breakfast or dinner or anything like that.
Yes.
And then 20 to 30 years down the line, that child or children will do the same thing, hopefully playing the Temptations, hopefully playing the Jackson 5, but definitely playing your song. How does it feel
Yeah.
to be able to know that that transition is going to happen?
It's an exciting thing. It's a beautiful thing. I've ever since I heard Boys to Men's Christmas album, I'm
Let
like,
it snow. Come
right,
on.
Let It Snow. Like that album is just a work of art. Like
Yes.
that's gonna go down. That should go down with the Mariah Carey, Christmas songs. And so it's just beautiful to know that I'm gonna be part of that group now. And look out next Christmas, you might see a full Christmas album. So
I love that. No, me, a great, like you said, great album. But I'm Jackson 5. I'm Supremes and New Edition.
woo, yeah,
Those are my Christmas albums, all time, all time.
that's it.
Um, as we are going into Christmas, I'm just curious though. Growing up, what was your favorite Christmas toy that you got as a child that you could not wait to get?
I'll never forget this. My father got me a Ferrari Testarossa radio controlled car, bro.
I
Silver,
remember those.
right? Bro, that was I didn't think I was gonna get it. I remember going through a consumer's
Hell
catalog,
yeah.
right? And I would go
Yes.
through and I cut things out and maybe hint it to my parents, slide it to them, during dinner or something. And I didn't really think I'd get it. I was maybe 10. And to this day, I'll never forget it. Silver Ferrari Testarossa, radio controlled without the wire connected to the car. You know what I'm
That
saying?
yeah, that was an upgrade.
Yes. Right. You'd have to run around following it because you're attached to the car. But yeah, man, that was my favorite gift.
And for folks, the younger folks who don't know what Consumers is, it was a store that we all went to. Look it up; it will tell you everything because you
Yeah.
had the catalog. And even when you went into the store, you had to get that little sort of like you had to fill it out,
The
sort of
little
thing,
thing,
and check
yep.
mark and write out what you wanted, and
Yes.
waited to hear if the toy was actually there or not. I usually got the not in stock and had to go look for something.
Yeah, you know how that goes.
Oh yeah, no, those are great times. And as this time is rolling down, as we're going into 2022, a lot of people in 2019, because the pandemic had started, were just like, 2020. A lot of ways, 2020 was worse than 2019 in my books.
Yeah.
And then we got to 2021, and things seem to be changing up, opening up, but the waves were still crashing.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, let's get to 2022. And it's like, for me, wait a minute. Doesn't mean just because the ball drops, everything changes. So, what advice that you've learned, what you've gone through,
Yeah.
for folks who are thinking immediately 3, 2, 1, the world changes? What advice can you give?
You know what? We attract what we focus on. This is what I believe. So over the past, I should say 2021, in my household, my family, my kids, like we've all made the choice to just focus on what we want, what we're thankful for. You know what I mean? Like focus on what we want to happen next year, not what we hope doesn't happen. You know what I mean? I find if we just focus on the positive, focus on moving forward, I feel like everything else will just kind of just trickle away and we'll get back to normal. I know people look at me crazy when I talk like this, but you know what? It keeps me happy. It keeps me sane. I have a peace of mind. I don't watch the news. I'll check on little things if I need to, for my daughter, for school, or certain changes happening. But we don't watch the news in this house. And that's my advice. Just focus on what you want to happen. You want things to go back to normal. You want to be happy and content and moving things forward. Focus on that.
Amen to that. Before we go, new music in 2022, and are we looking at some shows happening?
Yes, so I'm actually next week, December 15th, I'll be at the Distillery District with Salvation Army.
Yes, you guys always do this every year.
Yes, so I'll be there. This will be my first year actually there doing it.
But you did do something with them at Young Dundas Square.
At Dundas Square, yes. The Christmas drive that we did there, in 2019.
Yes.
But so I'll be there on the 15th, and there'll be some New Year's Eve things happening at the Distillery District also that I'm waiting to confirm. So I may be there also for New Year's Eve.
My brother.
New music, of course, the album's been out since May, but we've only dropped 2 videos so far. So there's 15 songs left to go through on this record that people haven't heard. So we're just going to keep pushing the singles, and new music's always coming.
And just reminding folks, pick up the album for Christmas because you're definitely going to need that for Valentine's.
Yes, the Rebirth MMXX. It will get you ready for February 14th, 100%.
There we go, my brother. Look, thank you so much for 2021. Thank you for all the interviews and the inspiration and the great music. Looking forward to talking to you in 2022 and seeing everything that's happening with you.
Actually, I also want to shout out Lighthouse Immersive from the Nutcracker Immersive. Lighthouse Immersive did an amazing job. Just want to shout them out.
Absolutely. And looking forward to, maybe having to, I don't know, interview you on a red carpet when the Junos come to Toronto in 2022.
Who knows? Who knows?
I'm putting it out there, man. Look, all the best for you and your family. Take care. Be safe.
Take care, brother. Merry Christmas.